Mr. Rasmussen wanted me to learn, and I'm Brandon Erickson, and I'm pretty sure I learned to a B level. I'd like an A level, but I'm too lazy to get to an A level. What I learned from Chapter 1, which was the introduction to chemistry, was the amount of things that we use chemistry for in our daily lives. Like, I didn't know we could have glow-in-the-dark potatoes. That's awesome. I didn't know that chemistry was so connected to everything around us. Chapter 2 was about matter and change. And what sort of stuck out to me this chapter was looking at all the chemical reactions, because explosions are awesome, and sort of seeing the different ways that chemicals can react, because I didn't really know that color change was a significant look at a chemical reaction. Chapter 3 was about scientific measurements. I didn't really realize how many units of measurement mattered in science, and I also didn't know that they were so interchangeable using conversion factors. I just thought they were sort of there. Chapter 4 was about atomic structure, and I really liked looking at all of the theories that scientists had throughout history about what the atom looked like, whether it had electrons, whether it had protons or neutrons, whether if it was a contained little ball or not. Chapter 5 was on the electrons in the atoms, and what stuck out to me was these theories of how the electrons sort of were in atoms. I really liked learning about the plum pudding model, where electrons were sort of just free floating. I also loved learning that he was wrong. Chapter 6 was about the periodic table, and I learned how to organize the elements, why they're organized the way they are, and I learned all of them through a song, and it was a really fun song, and I liked doing that. Chapter 7 was about ionic and metallic bonding, and I liked learning about the fact that because of these bonds, that's why things are books or things are liquids, because of how loose or tight the bondings are. I didn't know that. Chapter 8 was specifically on covalent bonding, and something I liked about covalent bonding was in one of the videos we watched, he compared covalent bonding to music and resonances and the different octaves that the electrons can be in, and it really stuck out to me because music's a good passion of mine. Chapter 9 was about chemical names and formulas, and what stuck out to me was trying to remember all 25 polyatomic ions, which I totally did, so I'm pretty awesome. Chapter 10 was on chemical quantities. I learned about the mole and Avogadro's number, which is the amount of particles in a mole, or 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. And that is drilled into my head thanks to Mr. Rasmussen. And Chapter 11 was about chemical reactions and how to describe these reactions. And the part that stuck out to me was learning how to balance these and learning that nothing breaks down in a chemical reaction. Everything just sort of moves around. Nothing really changes on the inside. That concludes my presentation.
Let's hear it for him.